Well, hello everyone. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you kind of start to finish on how to sign into Google or your SRLES account and then kind of navigate around Google. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so first things first, we're going to sign in with our SRLES account. Okay, and now we're in. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to move this over. And if we look here, this is called the waffle. We're going to click on the waffle, and these are all the things that are available to us as teachers at St. Rose. Okay, so as we kind of look through these, our drive is going to be basically a digital folder that our docs, our sheets, our slides, all that kind of go into. Okay. In addition, if we scroll down, we also have Google Classroom. We also have YouTube. Lots of different things are available to us on our Google platform. Okay. Now, some things are really easy to use and some things kind of require a little more work. If you have any questions, I'm always here to help. Now, if we look at something like Google Classroom, okay, my Google Classroom is going to look different than your Google Classroom, okay, because we all have different classes that we have. Okay, now I already made a video with regards to making Google Classroom. Please look at that one to help you out, okay? But if we go back to our drive, okay, again, this is our digital folder. This is going to show basically all of the files that we've made within our SRLES profile. Okay, so if you have a separate Gmail account, they're not going to merge together. The only way they would merge is if you're sharing these items. Okay, now with regards to your Google Drive, okay, we do have options of organizing it into different folders. So if you go to the new, you have the option of making new folders here. Okay. If you want one of your folders to stick out a little bit, you have that option too. You can make them colored. So there's a colored folder here. So say I wanted my social studies book to be a specific color. Okay, I can double click. And if you look, it says change color, and you can have that stick out a little more. Okay, so you have that option. I don't know why it's going very slow. Okay, so you have the option of changing. I'm going to change it to this fun purple. Sure. Okay, and then there you go, just populated to purple. Okay, so that's kind of what's in our waffle. All of these things are available to us. Now, if we look at the calendar, okay, the calendar has, I know for me, I have different calendars on this. Okay, so if we look, boom, what's in this kind of burnt orangey color? That's the school calendar. Okay, and if you look on your sidebar on the left, you also have lots of other kind of calendars. Those are all synced up with your Google Classroom. Okay, so I know that these are not, I don't have these classes anymore. So technically, I could hide this from the list. Okay, I can hide this from the list. All right, so what I suggest you do is if you have a ton of calendars on your left-hand sidebar, start getting rid of them, okay? Because otherwise you're gonna start having a lot of different things going on. Just make sure that the the different Google classes that you upload in Google Class end up on there, okay? So if we look at this one, this is social studies, 6th grade social studies 20 to 21. That's this year, that's this class. I'm gonna keep that. And what'll happen is once I start assigning different projects, different homeworks, they appear on your calendar and you can share that with your students, and your students can start seeing when projects and quizzes and tests are going to be. It's a really great option. So you might want to take a look at that. Okay, so that's the calendar. We also have, I'm going to scoot myself here again. We also have Google Meet. Okay, this is Google's version of Zoom. We have Google Sites. That's how you would be building a website. So if I click on Google Sites, you'll see the stuff that I've been building for this current year. Okay, so this would be my Google site that I'm working on for my social studies and my tech classes. And not sure why it's taking so long. Okay, and this is, again, this is just web page building. All right, so, there's lots of different options for text and how you want your layout. You can add multiple pages. So if I click on these, it goes to different pages. It's a lot of fun. Not gonna lie, this has been like a good time to kind of play around with it. Okay, so that's your Google Sites, only if you're interested. Let's see, what else? Then we have YouTube. Again, I made a video on how to make your own YouTube channel. Google Forms and Google Keeps. I think I'm just going to make a separate video on how to use that, because Google Form is amazing, and Google Keep is a really great tool that kind of helps remind you of what's kind of going on, what tasks need to be done. It's really good for people who are obsessed with list making. So that's what we have so far. I also think at some point I will be making a Jamboard tutorial, and if anyone has questions with that. Okay, so hopefully this helped you out a little bit. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Have a great day.